The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
There's the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Fair catch is made, but there is a flag down, so let's sort this one out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Fighting him off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Hits into space at the 50. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Gain of 16. And first down for the
offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Inside the 35 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. The Huskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Huskers. His quarterback on fire today. Now the lineup to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. State offense comes back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Testing the right side here. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Short pass finds the tight end. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's West. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Play action here on first down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his back. Caught, completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down out at the 46.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Oh, it's a reverse. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Huskers come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they jump back in front. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a 42. And that's a first down for the offense.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they will claim the second half lead.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, Chris, we always talk about adjustments being made at halftime, and this offense clearly needed to make adjustments, but what they're trying here early in the second half is not working.
And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it to the right side.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. From the shotgun, drops back. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
They stop him, but it's a first down. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Cornhuskers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Chris, they've come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Looking to throw it on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10 now. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. They'll try to run this one in. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Nebraska 31, Ohio State 21.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game. And that one might gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Brings up second down.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And he drops back in the gun. Snags the quick throw.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just about to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's second down here. We'll give it to the running back. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Getting set. Here's second down. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made, a lot of space now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Here's the second down play. Here comes a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And now the running back's got it again. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He'll return it from the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It's second down.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Slides to avoid the big hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season.